This is such a different look, but I'm kind of into it. So yeah, the first experience with thrifting was with my mother, and it was not a good experience, and I actually hated it, and I never went back until today. And but there is a very important, like specific reason why. And obviously, my mother did not know this at the time. But basically, I had a history with bullying. Being the person who people bullied, not the bully. And people used to bully me for a lot of things. Number one thing used to be my weight, and then my character, my hobbies, what I liked. But another thing is being poor. Like people definitely looked down at me for not really having the lifestyle that the popular people had. And I don't know if you knew or if you're my age, back in the day, thrifting was not cool. That's why I said now it's a thing, especially where I live. But thrifting was not cool. It was definitely not cool to wear your granddad clothes, as that song says. It was not cool to wear hand-me-downs. It was not cool to borrow clothes. It was not cool to not buy from stores or brands. So that definitely took a toll on my mental health because that was our lifestyle. I mean, we're not the poorest, but we're obviously not the richest. But as a kid, you don't really understand that. You just think you're poor because you're comparing yourself to your friends. And when my mom did take me to go thrift shopping, it made me believe that she's like on their side. Like she's saying, like she's enforcing the idea that yes, you are poor, and yes, we do buy hand-me-down clothes. So it made me feel so icky, and also the idea that I'm wearing another people's clothes didn't feel right with me. Like I felt disgusted, kinda. Um, so yeah, I bought like one thing when I was a kid, but then I was like never again. And I dreaded the idea of people finding out that I bought that in that store. And I remember like hiding when I was a kid. I remember like hiding behind my mom, like so like they no nobody like I was gonna say nobody famous. They were not famous. They were fucking bully ass kids, but nobody popular will see me. Anyways, but obviously we're past that. And fun fact, just recently I've been talking about how I need to move on and how some things in my past have taken a hold on me. And I want to say that this is one of them. Like, definitely me being afraid of thrift shopping has like a connection with this story. So when my cousin, because I didn't went alone, I went with my cousin. When my cousin offered, she was like, "I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow. Before it, I wanna go thrift shop. Do you wanna go? Do you wanna find? Maybe you will find something you like, etc." And I was like, I was really like contemplating it, but I was like, you know what? I need to do things that past me will never do. So yeah, that's what this video is about. I want to show you the cool things I got and the bargains that I got. Also, another side note, I didn't vlog anything, and I know now that I'm like doing this YouTube video, I'm like, oh, I should have vlogged because I can like voice over and it will be cute and I can edit it. But the reason I didn't vlog, which is once again, if you live in my city, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These areas like thrift shops, they're not really aesthetic and oh like I don't know, I'm trying to picture keywords on Instagram, but you know what I mean. It's not aesthetic. It's actually like in like places where like very dangerous people are, and I was not gonna showcase my phone in that area. I'm sorry. I already got my phone mugged once. I was not gonna do it a second time. My whole life is in my phone. My whole work is in my phone. If I lose it, I will literally not know what to do. I didn't know what to do the first time and I didn't have a job, let alone this time. So I was not gonna risk it. I really thought about it. I was like, I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna make a YouTube video. I'm gonna regret not vlogging. But I was like, better safe than sorry. So I guess you're just gonna have to believe me. I don't have any footage for you. Okay, so as I said, I went thrifting with my cousin, and she's the one who knew the place. I really didn't know it that well. As I said, I went like one time. So how the thrift shop looks like where I live is that it's like a bunch of tables. So it's not a shop. It's like on the outside, and there's like bunch and bunch and bunch of tables, and like every salesman has a table, and every price is different. So my cousin took me to her favorite table, and at first I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to grab. I was so scared. But literally, she was like, just grab, touch, and see. If you don't like it, put it down. If you like it, leave it. And then at the end, we will like see what we have in our hands and see if we like stuff. So at first, it was not successful. I didn't find my sizes. I didn't find a style that I like. She was like throwing me stuff here and there. She was like, "Oh, what about this? What about this?" And I was like, "No, not really." But the first thing that I grabbed that I actually was like, "Oh yeah, this is me." It's a crop top, and it says, "Look at this." It's really cute, and it says, what does it say? Bay Lake States. I don't know what this is. Maybe this is a college. I have no idea, but it's really cute. And I have something similar. I have a crop top like this, but it's in red, like bright red. And I love crop tops, especially at the beach. I love to wear them with like flowy pants. I don't know. So yeah, very safe option because I have something like this, but also I don't. So yeah, so the first find was a crop top that I really liked, and I wanted to say something. Right, um, I didn't have a plan going to this. Like I definitely I had a budget, but I didn't have a plan. I wasn't like, oh, I need this, so I'm gonna go to buy that. No, I just wanted to see if I liked something. But after buying this, my cousin was like, oh, if you like that, how about this? And she showed me a very similar, well, not similar, but she showed me the same like piece of clothes, a crop top. And I was like, you know what? I want to buy an item out of everything. So like I want to buy a crop. If I buy a crop top, I'm not gonna buy a second crop top. If I buy pants, I'm not gonna buy a second pants. I just want something out of everything. So she was like, okay, okay, that's fair. So first is a crop top, and second, and it's the same table. So now that I found this, I was very happy, and I was like, okay, okay, what else we can find? And I found this. I don't know what to call it. I like to call it like a spring top. Um, but I found this flowy spring top that I think is very cute, and yeah, it's very flowy. I don't really wear open things like this, but once again, I was going to the beach, and it's kind of a free pass when I go to the beach. So I was like, yeah, this is really cool. Oh, and especially I was thinking of spring because winter I have my closet fully loaded. Like I'm not worrying about what I'm gonna wear in winter. Summer, I used to have a problem with it, but after I found my style, I was like, yeah, it's fine. But like spring, I have no idea what to wear in spring because spring is not spring where we live. Spring is like 40% autumn, 10% winter, 20% summer. So I was like, I really need things that I know for sure that I can wear in any weather, and this is one of them. If I'm cold, I can wear something long sleeve underneath it, and if I'm hot, I can wear it alone. So now that I like found things, I'm very confident. I'm like, okay, okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm not completely lost. So then we went to her second favorite table, and I didn't really found anything there, and it was mainly a problem of sizes. Everything was not my size. It was either too big or too small or too tight or too long. So I didn't find anything. But from across the table, I saw a table full of caps or hats, only hats. And I remembered my brother. Last beach trip, I bought my brother like a cap, but I've been using it all the time. Like I bought it for him, but I used it all the time. So it was kind of worn out, and we like threw it, and so now he doesn't have a cap to the beach. So I decided to buy him stuff, and I sent him pictures of like different capes, and he went with this one. So we thrifted this. Oh wait, I have my glasses. So we thrifted this cap, which is basically like very cool, very simple. My brother is a very simple guy. I don't know what KC stands for, so if anybody knows, let me know. But yeah, it doesn't smell too bad as well. So yeah, I also like that I bought something for my sibling. Um, okay, so that was the second table, and then finally, we went to a table that has graphic tees. And immediately I got very excited because the number one thing I feel comfortable in, the number one thing I can wear anytime, any day, in the house, outside the house, hiking, just chilling, is graphic tees. I love me a graphic tee. So I started grabbing graphic tees, and she literally like hit my hand, and she was like, "No, no, no, this is not the place for graphic tee. We're gonna go another place." And I was gonna like, "What? But I love these graphic tees. I wanna buy them. I wanna like look." I was getting very excited. She was like, "Trust me." So I was like, "Okay, fine." So she took me outside the whole like tables. Like imagine like it was outside and it was like tables and it was like a little like a little tent kinda. So she took me outside of the tent and she was like, "Listen, we're gonna go to a place that's not that family friendly, but we're gonna find amazing graphic tees." So what she meant by not family friendly is we went to a male's thrift shop. And remember what I said at the beginning, thrift shops here are not aesthetic, are not safe. They're very like dangerous, very dangerous alleys. So we went to a place that was basically everywhere men. There was a man there, there was a man there. It wasn't a single woman in sight, so it was like a man's area, but she didn't lie. We went straight to the graphic tea table, like we were like, don't make eye contact. And holy shit, we found so many good stuff. The amount of amazing, cool, unique graphic tees, I was it was insane. And the first unique graphic tee that caught my attention is this one. So I thrifted this today and I couldn't be more happier. This is literally the comfiest, best purchase of my life. I just want to stand so you guys can see. So this is like an oversized. I don't know if it's XL or double XL, but like it's an oversized. I don't remember the names of these characters, Stitchy and something, but it is a Simpson. They are Simpson characters. I'm not really that big of a Simpson fan, but this is just so cool, so unique. I love the color. I love it. So yeah, this is like the best purchase in I don't know. Maybe people are not gonna be excited as much as me. Maybe they're gonna be like, yeah, whatever, like Simpsons characters, we've seen that a million times. But you have to understand where I live, we don't have cool t-shirts. Like going to university and like seeing someone wearing something like this is not the norm. So like I can't wait to pull up to my university wearing this. People already think I'm weird, so that's gonna be really, really cool. Um, but yeah, I love this. I love this so much. And then I found another cool graphic tee. I don't know how to describe it. I'm gonna try to look on the internet if I can find something like this. But it was basically a comic. It was a Snoopy comics, the Peanuts. It was Snoopy. It was the Peanuts comic style, but the characters were not the Peanuts characters. It was like a little girl, and it was in Spanish as well. Like the graphic, the little bubbles were in Spanish, and like the big text was Mefilda, which reminds me of Matilda, like the children book story Matilda, but it was Mefilda. So I don't know what that was about. I don't know if it was like bootlegged or something, but I ended up not getting it because I didn't like that I didn't know what it meant. Like, I don't know, I felt like if it was in English, maybe I would like it, but the fact that it was in Spanish, I didn't really care for it. I don't know if that's like weird. I don't really wear stuff that I don't know what they say because I don't want to be one of those like Reddit people that people like take a picture of, put on Reddit, and they're like, look at this stupid guy, he's wearing something that says butt liquor and he doesn't know it because it's in another language. I don't want to be one of those people. But I did end up buying. I actually have it here. I'm gonna. This is the only graphic tee that I'm not only gonna put it in the dishwash. That I'm not only gonna put it in the washing machine, but I'm gonna take it to. Oh, what do they call it in English? In French, ça s'appelle le dégraissage. you know when people like take suits to like another person to wash it because they can't really wash it in their washing machine because like they're gonna damage it. I don't know what that's called, but that. So I'm gonna take this graphic tee to that place just because it's a white graphic tee and I know that there's like stains that I can't see, especially like wet stains. Like which this almost made me not buy it because you can see the wet stains on the neckline, but I love it. I don't care. It has it's a I love white tees that has like text in it, and red is my favorite color, and it says don't look back, you're not going that way. And the also back says don't look back, you're not going that way, which is so me. One of my biggest like things that I love is buying graphic tees that says what I'm going through, which happened to me last time I went on an adventure too. So I really need to not look back because that's not the way I'm going. So yeah, that was my thrift haul. I hope you guys like it. Thank you so much for watching. If you ever went thrift shopping, tell me what you got. Next time if I go to another thrift haul, I will try to vlog, fingers crossed, and I will buy much more things. But this was definitely good finds. Oh, and really like cheap, like not like I bought all of this for, well, I guess you can't compare money because currency is not different, but let me just say I bought this with very reasonable pricing. It was not like whoa, what the fuck? That's for a graphic tee. Very, very reasonable, which I loved. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.